Hello and welcome to this video which will explain how to add your own plant images for use in the ShootPlantPlanner on SketchUp. There are lots of edit options for your plant circle. So if I take this abelia as an example, I can simply click on the orange circle to place it in my plan and click on the plan to pop it in. But if I wanted to change the size or the colour or the appearance of this plant circle, I can just head back over to the name on the left hand side and go to the three-dot menu and choose Edit Symbol. Now in here I can change the 2D geometric appearance of the shape. So the 2D geometric is the plant circles from top-down view, the plant triangles from the side view, like so. So if I wanted to change this orange one here, I could update it to be green by clicking on the colour and selecting a new colour. I can change the opacity and I can also change the abbreviation that's on the top of the plant circle there as well. What we also have are the 2D silhouettes. So this is when you toggle on in the settings 2D silhouette. So if I turn this on now and save the settings, it's going to change all my plant shapes from above to 2D versions of a plant shape, which I can then change in the settings. So you can see here, this abelia has got this kind of spiky shrub shape. And if I click on the drop-down menu, I can actually search by plant type. So I could look for perennial, or I could look for shrub, and searching now a list of options here for different plant shapes. I can also change the 2D silhouette perspective view. So if I just go to the side, you can see at the moment, if I just change my camera view, I've got this shrub shape here for my abelia. So if I go into my image options here, I can click on the silhouette shape. And again, I could search for a shrub shape by typing in shrub, and it will bring up all the shrub options that we've got available. It's just taking a second to load. So I can toggle through all the different shrub options here. So for example, I could pick this one. And here I can, at the bottom, I can change the plotting size too. So I'll just show you what this looks like when I save symbol. And it's updated that shrub shape to the one I've just selected. And if you've got more than one of this plant in your plan, it's going to update them all, so they're all the same. If I head back over into Abelia triflora and edit symbol again, the other option we have here is to search not by the plant type, but you can actually now search by the plant name. So I'm going to look for Abelia in this list. And the ones that appear in this list are images that have either been uploaded by us at Shoot or by other users that are then specific to that plant shape. Now, not every plant in the database has its individual plant shape assigned to it yet. That is an ultimate aim, that all of the 35,000 plants we've got in the database has their own plant image assigned to it, but it's an ever-growing list at the moment of plants that have that shape assigned to it. So as you can see, I've searched for Abelia in the 2D silhouette options. And we do have this shrub shape here, but that's not quite, that looks more like an Abelia grandiflora rather than an Abelia triflora. So if there is a plant and you think I have a different preference of the type of image I would like to have there, you now have the option to upload a plant image of your own for use in the 2D planner. And if it's approved, it can then also be used by other users as well. So I'll show you how to do that. First of all, you'll need to head back over to the Shoot website. So you can see here I'm back in my project on the Shoot website, and I've gone to my plant list. This is the Abelia triflora that I've popped in my plan. So I'm going to click on View, and it's going to take me to the plant information page. And then much like when you want to upload a plant image for use in a mood board, you can click on this camera icon here and then tick this tick box that says for use inside the ShootPlantPlanner, and that's going to give you image requirements, and it's also going to link that image through for use in the planner. So what I need to do is then find my image that I would like to upload for use. I've actually got one already here, so I'm going to open it up, and then I just need to check that all of the specifications are adhered to as well. So it will need to be a PNG file. So you can see up the top here, it is a PNG. And what that does is it gives it a transparent background. The other thing I need to make sure is that it's cropped as closely as possible to the edges of the plant. And the reason we do that is because the size and the spread of the plant is changed on the image. So when you enter a size of the plant, it's going to adjust, for example, to 1.5 meters tall and 1.5 meters wide. And it's going to include all of this image. So if you've got any white space on the sides, it's going to include that in the height, and it's not going to give you an accurate representation of what that plant size is. So I'm just going to go up to edit and make sure that it's cropped nicely and nice and closely to the edges. So actually I can see here at the top of if I just make it a little bit bigger, at the top of my plant shape and the sides, and definitely at the bottom, we've got a lot of space going on. So I'm just going to drag the edges right in so that they're almost basically touching the edges of the plant. But we don't want to cut anything off too harshly. So if, for example, I went like that, it's going to leave a nasty harsh line of that plant shape in the planner. So I'm just going to make sure it's touching the edges neatly. So that's quite a nice crop for this plant, and save my image. So now this image is ready to upload. I can just drag and drop it into the Shoot website here. So I have now dragged and dropped my PNG file into the website here, as you can see, and it needs to also be under 800 kilobytes. This is only 395 kilobytes, so that's a good size as well. And then I just need to click Add Photo. Image has been created, and you'll see that's now an image option on the website here. On the website, it's worth noting that it does crop the images to be squares, so don't worry if your image is cutting off at the edges, as you can see here. That's just where it's on the website. When it pulls across to the planner, it's actually going to be the full crop. So as long as you've cropped it correctly before you uploaded it to here, it should appear fine in the planner. So what I can do now is head back over to SketchUp. If I go to my garden projects and back onto my garden, that should refresh the garden for me, and then it should give me that plant shape available to use. So if I head back into the Edit Plant symbol option here for the Abelia, and then go to my 2D silhouette and search for Abelia, you can see we've now got that second option that's appeared for me, and that's the one that I've just uploaded. So any plant shape that you upload yourself will be immediately available to you. If there's any other plant shapes that are uploaded by other users, it will go through a review process on our end just to make sure that they are appropriate for use, and then they will also be available for you to use as well. So I'm going to click on this symbol here and click Save Symbol, and that's going to update that shrub shape in my design, like so. So it's as quick and easy as that to update your very own plant shapes in the Shoot website and pull them through to the Shoot Plant Planner as well. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. For more help and information, head over to shootgardening.com, where you can find more help videos, or get in touch at shoot@shootgardening.com.